Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is your boy JoeCrave5OX coming to you today with a video of not Modern Warfare, Infinite Warfare. Jesus Christ, I cannot get the name for this game correct to save my life. Now, today's video, I'm going to be discussing how I pretty much got introduced to COD. So, let's get into it. So what is up, YouTube? It is your boy JoeCrave5OX coming to you with a new video on Infinite Warfare. Now, as I previously spoke on, today's video is going to be a video on how I got introduced to COD as a whole. So let's get right into that. Now, I remember like way back when I first got an Xbox 360. It was just like, it was way back. Probably about 7-8 years ago. And so I started off on Gears. And my friends were like, hey, are you going to get the new Call of Duty? And I was like, what the fudge is a Call of Duty? And so it was like, it's an FPS, a first-person shooter. And I was like, I don't really like those from playing Tom Clancy games back on PlayStation 2 and all that. And it was like, no, dude, it's like totally different. It's amazing. And so all of them had Modern Warfare and World at War. Now, me, I had only played World at War beforehand. And I had never touched COD 4 up until after I actually had bought Modern Warfare 2. So they're like, hey, we're all getting this game, you should get it. And back then, we was all playing Gears of War 2. Now, I wasn't the greatest. I was just that kid who bought a game and played it with his friends just to have something to do. This is back before I started taking things seriously. So when Modern Warfare 2 first dropped, you had a whole bunch of kids, all of us garbage. Like, this is where all the major YouTubers made their break back on YouTube. Like, the ones that are currently balling right now, got hella subscribers, hella views and all that. This is where they started. This was the playground for all YouTubers. Now, back then, I wasn't recording, but I did have a HD PVR. And I didn't start recording until Modern Warfare 3. And I wasn't comfortable with like talking on my videos, and I wasn't the best when it came to comps back then. And so if you go back and actually watch some of my older videos where I do a commentary on a buddy of mine's getting an MOAB and me getting an MOAB, it's terrible. It is simply horrific. It is god awful. And I went back and watched it probably like 2-3 days ago, and I was absolutely disgusted. But yeah, man, after a year of being, not a year, probably like 9 months, probably not even that long. I give it 5 months. 5 months into Modern Warfare 2, I was already max level, and I had everything I wanted. And so I started taking COD a lot more seriously. And so since I was max level, and back then, I didn't have a life, I didn't have anything else to do, so I was just non-stop on COD, while meanwhile, my friends were transitioning in between games. No, I fell in love with COD, and it was just non-stop for me. So I got to the max level, and that was back when Modern Warfare 2 had 75 levels. Like, you had to be on this game non-stop, and which I was. And so I didn't go hang out with my friends, I didn't go out anywhere, I didn't participate in family events. I played nothing but COD, and thanks to that, man, I had no life, and I actually got a whole lot better. And I was introduced into quickscoping. Now, quickscoping, oh my god, that was like my first love when it came to COD. I was great at everything else, but if you put a sniper in my hand, I was ready to dominate. I had a friend by the name of Dallas, Ironhide, and Reaver, Bond J, and a few others. We all used to have these private matches, and we used to call it the Shark Freedom Frenzy or whatever, when nobody was good at sniping. And pretty much what we did was ran in a freaking circle, pushing our barrels into each other, hoping to get a kill. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go do this in a public match, and maybe I'll get better. Sure enough, I started going into public matches, doing nothing but quick scoping, and I separated myself from everybody else really quick. Like, back when we first started this, everybody was bad. No one was better than the other. Everyone was terrible at quick scoping. And so what pretty much had to be done, practice had to take place. So probably every day, a few of us would hop in a private match. Hey, you want a quick scope? And we just tear each other apart. And it eventually got to the point where I was like, okay, I want to be good at this. So I started going into public matches and simply dominating or getting trashed until I got good. And it got I got so good to the point where my friend Dallas, who taught me about trick shotting and introduced me to quick scoping, he wanted to 1v1 me like a few months later, and he couldn't even get out of spawn. Like, I was so great. Like, I knew where he would spawn, I knew the direction he would take, and I could run to that side of the map, boom, dead, before he could even think about it. And that gave me a huge interest in COD, and all the way up until Black Ops 3, actually, I've been a quickscoper. I'm not gonna sit here and lie on myself and be like, oh, I'm optic level, because that would just be stupid as fuck. Oh, I'm phase level, because that would just be stupid. Oh, I'm soar level, because that would just be stupid. These guys do nothing but snipe for the most part, and they're all super competitive and super good. Could I stack up a clip like they do? No. Could I hit a trick shot like they do? No. But would I try? Hell yes, because it's fun and I love being competitive. So that's just something about that. And after a few years of not a few years, but after a few months of playing Modern Warfare 2, I actually went back and bought COD 4, and I fell in love with that because, like I said, it was a precursor to Modern Warfare 2. It's the previous game, and so I wanted to go back and see, okay, what made this game the way it is? What made this game so great? And playing that, I saw all the changes that were made, and I just fell more in love with Modern Warfare 2. And to this day, Modern Warfare 2 will be my all-time favorite game. Most people say COD 4 is their favorite game, but no. Modern Warfare 2. I love that game, like, infinitely. Like, gosh, man. And I actually tried to play the remastered of COD 4, and for some reason, it just didn't feel right to me. And so I honestly haven't really touched that game. But I don't get me wrong, I am going to get into it. It just feels so weird to go from jumping and sliding to basic movements again. But don't get me wrong, they did a lot of good in remaking this game. And, well, not this game, but remaking COD 4. And I took note on it, and I noticed the changes and the differences. And that's a huge thing. But if you guys enjoy this video, and if you like the content that I'm posting, or if you have any questions or you want a guide to anything, hit that like button, man. Comment. Tell me what you want to know. Tell me what you think. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll reply almost instantly. Just let me know. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to entertain you guys. So, as always, it was your boy Joe K500X, and we are out. Peace.